Mr. Meje, what about this idea of the conversation in some quarters has to do with a lack of confidence in the ability or the capacity of the core or the commission to handle some of these issues? Now, some of those that have sent in their comments this morning say the road safety officials are more concerned about expired licenses, expired tires, not necessarily checking the roadworthiness or the vehicles that are plying our roads.
That to me seems like speaking from two sides of the mouth. Expired licenses, expired tires. Is tires not among those things you check when you are checking a vehicle and its roadworthiness? You also check the state of the tires. Are you now saying that worn out tires and expired tires are no longer part of the minimum safety standard that's supposed to be made? Are we now saying that people who are not licensed to drive, we should allow carpenters and bricklayers to be behind the wheels and the driving? What is the legal instrument? What is that? What gives you the legal authority to drive on Nigeria road if not a valid driver's license? Elsewhere in other crimes, the day your vehicle driver's license expires, you cease to drive because you are not authorized by the law at that point in time to drive. The core is doing this. I've just told you some of the programs. Another program we also have on board to check, regulate all this police, the road transport safety standardization scheme of the core, which ensures that from the company level that standards are maintained. Let them have a policy by that keeping their operation as a transporter. Let them ensure that drivers are trained. Let them ensure that their vehicles meet the minimum safety standards.
Okay, Mr. Meje, thank you very much indeed, and all the best to everyone working to ensure things go well.
Thank you very much.
So that's Mr. Hygienist Meje of the Federal Road Safety Corps. We will be back and still get some more perspective on this matter in a moment. Do stay with us. They've put up that information already, and we do hope that a lot of people will help pass the word around. The estate, the Tedola, that estate close to where this accident happened, they've been spoken to. They expect them to allow motorists ply that route and exit at another point for onward journey in case they are outbound Lagos.
And to also use the Ikorodu road.
They can also use that as an alternative route. So those are images that came in moments earlier today. So as we can see, the work is really going, traffic relatively improving to ensure that things go well. So members of LASEMA, NEMA, all working to ensure that things go on well. But Mr. Timothy Iwagu, who is the national spokesman, Institute of Safety Professionals, joins us on the line as well. Good morning, and thank you for joining us today. But you know, yeah, thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Chamberlain.
Yeah, this kind of scenario, there are those who will always ask, Institute of Safety Professionals, do they exist? Where have you been? Do you talk about issues and do people listen? What kind of messages do you even disseminate in the first place?
Yeah, we disseminate messages that predicate on general safety of the society, the environment, industrial, domestic, and then we talk to agencies of government. We are meant to collaborate with relevant agencies to regulate safety management in Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So if you are meant to regulate, do you then do it?
Yes, we do it by the act establishing the institute. We are supposed to do it in collaboration with these agencies because they have the enforcement powers. And then we are having the pool of professionals. And these agencies are supposed to leverage on this pool of professionals. And we've been making contacts, but we've not seen a reciprocating gesture from them.
Tell us then, what exactly have you done?
Now we have written to them, just a few of them, like the DPR, like the NIPEX, have been very, very friendly and working to achieve the goals and objectives of making the environment safe. But in the oil and gas industry, yes, they've been doing very well there.
What about in our everyday lives?
In our everyday lives, we have done a lot. For example, we've complained about trucks driving with the worn-out chassis frames, and we've advised the vehicle inspection division, the vehicle inspection officers, that it is better to go to the truck, the loading areas, and say, look, this truck is too bad, cannot load.
Okay, so sorry to jump in here. Is your role largely advisory, or do you have any powers whatsoever to enforce anything? And what can you enforce if you do?
Well, our enforcement, maybe our enforcement does not include going to lock up a shop or a place, but our enforcement is tied to the agencies that are having these apparatus to do it. And that is, we are working in line with the provisions of the Act that established the Institute. I know one of the agencies we are supposed to be working with, it could be the police force and the Civil Defense Corps. Then we are supposed to make contact with people like NAVDAC, NIMASA, and the rest of them, depending on the areas they cover when it comes to health and safety.
So what if one says that your role, as you've enumerated now, it's largely duplication of responsibility? With all these agencies you've mentioned, they can conveniently carry out those functions without you necessarily being there. Will that be right?
It will not be right, because we are a body of professionals, and you see some of these agencies are not having core professionals running their affairs. And we believe that even for knowing who should be in charge of safety, we are to advise such agencies on who.
Again, you say it's advisory. So what collaborative effort have you had with, for instance, the Federal Road Safety Corps?
The Federal Road Safety Corps, we have met with Mr. Boboye, who is also a fellow of the Institute of Safety Professionals of Nigeria. And recently we have discussed with that's Mr. Hyginus Umeje.
All right, okay, Mr. Wagu, just go back. So just before we go, let's take a comment or two from those of you who have sent in one. I don't know if Ajuri has got any, but I'll start with this one from, he says he's Otumba. He says, well, guys, I listened to your commentary on this subject matter, which has got to do with the roads. I quite agree with you, he says, but I see a major cause to most road accidents, as we just showed you, involving trucks in Lagos. He says, I put the blame on the federal government. I was at one of the fuel depots in Apapa last week. Looking at the road, I concluded that no truck that passes through the road will ever remain in good condition, irrespective of how good the brakes are. It will definitely have some defects. The federal government should, as a matter of urgency, fix that road. He goes on to accuse us as well. He says, even Channels Television, his darling TV station, is not giving adequate publicity on the wreckage on that road. We must not also forget petrol stations in built-up areas, a disaster waiting to happen. I once, he goes on and on, but thank you, Otumba, for your email.
Well, Abdul Latif, Hussein Abdul Latif sent in a mail here, and he says, good morning. It's very unfortunate for this occurrence. We pray for the souls of the lives lost in this incident. My contribution on this incident is that we can avert this unfortunate incident in the future. Government should enact a legislation that will direct petrol tankers to move at night. We should disregard movement of tankers in the daytime. This will reduce this type of occurrence. The security agents should double their efforts on national security at any time. The issue of attacking petrol tankers at night should be taken over by security agents. I believe this idea can be achieved if we take this measure.
Okay, just one more, I believe. This one is coming from Dotun Okoje, and he says that in addition to comments on Sunrise Daily this morning, there is a sad absence of traffic controllers on the expressways. There shouldn't be the absence of them, and we shouldn't allow a build-up of traffic on any road whatsoever, he says, making navigation difficult. People will naturally get restive, and this kind of disaster is an evil waiting to take place. And that's coming from Dotun Okoje. I don't know if Ajuri has any.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
But also have TKD suggesting we need to see what we could do about trucking those products through pipelines. Perhaps
or even the rails.
Yeah, so is that a long shot or what?
No, it's not. If there's a will, there's a way.
All right, there you go. So that's our show today, and what a week it's been as well. Thank you all for watching. We will see you next week, and of course, start strong, we hope. And we do hope you all stay safe as much as you can. I'm Chamberlain Oso. Have a great day. Yeah?
Sure. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Take care, everybody.
The views and opinions expressed by guests on this program are those of the maker and do not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, and endorsement of Channels Television.